time to move into our second story, where I want to show you that Guardians of the Galaxy opens to lower box office than any Disney first of summer Marvel movie ever. Yes, anytime a film opens over 100 million is a positive event for theaters. And yes, for Marvel and Disney, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is an improvement over the lesser initial take of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Correct also is that it's the second best opening of the year. But the elephant in the room exists. Since 2013, Disney has opened their top summer season Marvel release on this date. Without even having to adjust for inflation, the new Guardians, with 114 million for its US-Canada gross, ranks dead last, 9 out of 9. The fall off from the last year's entry is steep, down 73 million from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And Strange was a sequel to a lesser series release than Guardians. This should be sobering. Volume 2 on the same weekend in 2017 grossed at current ticket prices around $170 million. Again, this Guardians is an asset for theaters for sure, but it is also an incredible stinking pile of horse manure. So the real question is, what really happened here? Why in the world did Guardians do so bad? And you would be right to ask yourself why. Chris Pratt is an outspoken Christian man, and the movie series Guardians has not really been that woke. So the question comes, was this part of Disney's not-so-secret gay agenda coming to bite them in the butt? Were parents finally taking a stand and really saying, hey, enough is enough, we're not supporting Disney anymore, until they turn around and start doing things the right way? We don't want a secret gay agenda for our family.
Like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. And
well, I think the answer to that is no. I mean, shows like The Proud Family just got picked up for another season. And if you don't know The Proud Family, then you should definitely see this.
Freedoms, even though we remained America's slaves. Built this country. The descendants of slaves continue to build this. Slaves built this country. And we, the descendants of slaves in America, have earned reparations for their side.
So if this overtly racist show that they're shoving down the throats of kids could get picked up for a second season, it makes me wonder if Disney is ever going to learn their lesson ever. And by the way, I love Disney, love their parks, would love to support them, and I want them to repent because of selfish reasons, because I like them so much. But I also know that they won't do that unless they feel pressure from people who support them, unless they feel the pressure of the tightening of their money bags. But I don't think this is why they struggled so much with Guardians. It's possible the movie will even pick up, coming into the summer. But I think this is probably more a sign of hero fatigue more than anything else. And so the question comes, if there is any hope for redemption for Disney in the future, will this kind of backlash persist? And I think the answer is, if this is not on principle, if this is not about Disney's not-so-secret gay agenda, then the answer to this is no. It won't persist. And it never will persist unless people with a conscience and with a backbone create alternatives that are better. See, the kind of boycotts that come along with boycotting Disney will only be successful until the next big thing that somebody wants to watch comes along, because the vast majority of people don't have the moral fortitude and the moral courage to stick to their guns and to resist things that are bad, even if it's bad for your kids. So I don't think it's going to persist. The only way it will persist is if people with a conscience get serious about making alternatives that are better for those involved. Better movies, better content, better quality, better message, better all the way around. And by the way, you may think to yourself, better than Disney? Is that really going to happen? This multi-billion-dollar company that's probably one of the most powerful companies in the world? I don't know, but I do know this. Disney is making it easier and easier on us with things like Doctor Strange's Two Moms, The Eternals' Gay Kiss, and Buzz Lightyear's Lesbian Moment. They are begging us to run to other alternatives. If you don't think it's a good idea for Disney's not-so-secret gay agenda to be pushed down the throat of your children, then perhaps you need to change your watching habits. Perhaps you need to turn off the channel and be morally and spiritually consistent with your children, because, by the way, they're not just watching Disney, they're also watching you. But even further, we should also be on board with supporting alternatives and putting our money where our morals are in terms of supporting the places that are creating the kind of content that you do want your kids to watch. Now, it's never going to get better and up to par with Disney unless we do that. Presently, no, there's no way that these kind of media alternatives are going to compete with Disney in terms of the kind of quality and the kind of money that they invest in their projects. But we can beat them in terms of message, but only if the people who believe those messages are willing to be morally and spiritually consistent. And speaking of morally and spiritual inconsistencies, it's time for Bible study with Democrats. So you just got done watching a small excerpt of a much larger episode. You can find the link to that full episode down below in the description of this video. So you definitely want to check that out, because if you like that clip, you'll like the much larger episode. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that little bell to be notified when great new episodes of Indie Thinker come your way. Thanks for watching.